How many guys have you slept with?
If it's like particularly big, you're like, oh, okay, what's it?
Cool. We'll turn the metronome off. Hey.
What's up, JC Squad? How are you doing?
We are.
Hope you are doing good. We have missed you guys and we are back.
And we are back again with another
And we're
video.
both blondies.
So today's video, guys, we are going to do what boys are too afraid to ask girls, which is a part 1, and then Charlotte's going to do the part 2, where it's what girls are too afraid to ask boys. So I got a pretty juicy set of questions here.
Okay.
So without further
I'm wondering what these questions are going to be.
well, we're going to have to just wait and see. So let's just jump straight into it. Let's go. Question number 1.
Uno.
Here we go. How many guys have you slept with?
How many guys? I've actually slept with like equal parts guys and girls, but I'm not going to say my number just because it's just not really something I want to share, but equally guys and girls, and let's just say like I could count it on, I think, one hand.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't need to specify.
All right, question number 2. Do girls actually like pics?
Okay. No, I really don't think so. I think that guys just like think that we want them, but we really don't. Like, girls, can you agree with me? I just think that like aren't naturally that attractive. Neither are like either. I don't know. I just don't really think that they're that attractive. Like,
I think if you're in a relationship,
I'm not like, oh, I want send me a picture of your dick, baby. I want to see it. Like, I get like girls sending nudes because they got those, you know, their loopers and those curves to show off and that kind of thing. But like, I don't know. Like, I mean, sometimes if they've got a really nice one, then I'm like, like,
but then that's probably down to preference as well, though, isn't it?
I wouldn't really say like girls really like them that much. I don't know. That's just speaking for myself. But I often, like, you know, when often online I'm hearing like, oh, unasked for, because I've just got sent like so many unwanted pics, and you know, I just don't think girls really want them. It doesn't really turn us on, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, girls have a lot more to work with.
And most of the time, the guys who do send, like, what's it called, unasked for, unwanted pics, the guys who do send them have the most ugliest little prawn willies, and it's just a no. It's just like, no, I'm not into that, honey.
All right, question number 3. Here we go. Should I tell a girl I'm a virgin, or should I just wing it? Now, this is an interesting question.
Okay, and this is very interesting.
From a girl's standpoint, go on.
So I've actually been in this predicament, like when I wasn't a virgin, and the guy that I was gonna potentially go with, he was a virgin. And I'm not gonna lie, like we didn't end up having because I didn't want to be the person to take it, because we weren't in a relationship or anything, and I was just like, I know it's going to be so awkward because he's not going to know what he's doing, and I like my man to kind of like take the ropes a bit and, you know, show me a bit of something. He's not going to be able to do that. It's going to be like me being, you know, it's like connect the dots. Oh, put it here, like
step-by-step rules,
step-by-step tutorial, like, and I'm just not there for that. But okay, so I think see, the thing is, I think you should always be honest though. So like, I like the fact that he was honest, but at the same time, like, at the same time, like, it might stop you from getting laid. It just depends, but you should definitely always be honest.
Yeah, like, from a guy's standpoint.
If you don't admit it, then they're just gonna think like, oh, you're dead, because I mean, no one's first time is gonna be
amazing.
Like they're gonna know what they're doing straight away and be like, oh yeah, I got
nothing you do.
I got it in the bag, and then your girl's not gonna be like, oh my god, you're so good. Like, where are you getting all those moves? It comes with like learning it, like
as you go on. Yeah, it's definitely something you have to.
It comes with experience.
To
you
get
don't just
good.
you don't just wake up and you're like, oh, I'm making a bed now.
But from a guy's standpoint, and I know this isn't me answering questions, but from a guy's standpoint,
like it,
I would think you would wing it, because otherwise you might not get the chance. And most guys, it's an ego thing, isn't it?
No, but what about like from a guy like to a girl? Like say I was like, okay, I'm a virgin.
Ooh, that's a bit tricky. Do you know what? Because guys are a bit like, girls are freaky as well, yeah? But I think guys would see it more as an opportunity to like tailor a girl to what they want. Because most guys are selfish in bed. That's just a known fact.
Apart from this one, he's so good.
Apart from I. But yeah, I think that would be a great opportunity for a guy, or he'd see it as a great opportunity and be like, oh, I can make this girl, you know, do what I want. Because in all honesty, when you're with your first partner, say, and you have the first time having sex, it becomes very like routine like, because you know what that person likes.
Yeah.
You don't know anything new because you haven't experienced anybody else new.
I do remember asking you this though, like when we first got together, and I was like, what if I was a virgin? Like I wasn't, but I was like, what if I was a virgin? Like what would your reaction be? And I remember you saying like that you probably wouldn't like go for me because I wouldn't have the experience. I remember you saying that. So
well, the age I am and was at the time and the experience I had, it would be more stressful trying to teach someone something that when you just want to be pleasured
from scratch and like, you know, having that awkward like,
because it's a time to let go. It's not a time to be like strict and teach someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine it now, like having to teach someone from the very beginning.
No, thank you. All right, here we go. I think that was question number 4. Oh well. Question number
3 maybe.
No. Let's do 5. Here we go. Oh, this is a good one. How does a guy politely ask for a blow? Pardon me, my dear. If you'd
could you just please get on down and
slowly just
So I don't know. I think that if you're kind of like clever about it, and you know, maybe you pleasure your woman or your man first, and I think if they're a good woman or man, they're gonna, you know, do it back to you. Yeah. And I think if you don't want to ask, if you're like in the beginning stages of your relationship, like you should be able to like ask like, you know, later on. But if you're in the beginning stages of your relationship, just, you know, go down on them and then, you know, and just be like, oh, you know, I haven't had a head in a really long time. Or something like that.
Or just come out the bar flicking sexy, you know what I mean?
And then if you're in a relationship and like, you know, I mean, it depends how comfortable you are with them. Like with you, I'd just be like, oh, you know, can you? I mean,
we always kind of tit for tat like that, to be honest. Like, because we personally...
I think also if you don't ask, you don't get. Yeah. Like, they may 100%. Not like remember that they haven't done it for you. So if you don't ask, you don't get. You have to ask for it. We were actually having this conversation the other day.
Yeah. When you're in a relationship for a long time, I don't think there's any problem asking for it.
No.
I don't think there's any problem asking for it.
But don't be like, oh, I really like you. Just give me a like. Just
still
say it,
be
like,
a bit
subtly.
romantic.
Don't
you
like
know what I mean?
schedule it in. Just be like, oh, you know,
2:45.
Really, like, baby, you haven't, you know, given me that good in a while. Like, you know, show me your skills.
All right, here we go. Question number 6. Here's a good question, actually. I want you to think for this question generally, like for most girls. Don't think for yourself, yeah?
Okay.
Do girls honestly like nice guys?
So generally.
Generally, think of a general
I would
answer.
say generally, like in my experience. Why has it gone like? So I would say generally in my experience. Is it still charging?
Yeah, it's still charging.
Okay. I would say generally in my experience, like what I've heard from girls, they do get put off if the guy is too nice, but like I say, it really depends on the person. Like I love a nice guy, but I don't want to push over. Like I want someone who can put me in my place if I being too much or I'm doing something wrong. I don't want someone who's just gonna be like, okay, baby, let's do that. Because otherwise you're never gonna get corrected. You're never gonna get like, say if you're doing something wrong, you'll never know about it because they won't tell you.
But you know, you did say something interesting there, and I want to ask you this, yeah? You said most girls that you've had conversations with say that they don't like it if a guy's too nice.
Yeah, they go off them.
But what is the definition of too nice?
I always find that guys are like, they're the ones to be like quite cautious and like hard to get at first. And then, what was your question?
What is too nice?
Yeah, but I think if they're in the initial stages, like just too much and just too like pushy,
yes,
and like, oh yes baby, I'm messaging them like 24/7, like, but I don't know, like I do like a nice guy as well, but just have a balance. Don't be just like too needy and too like, you know, you've got to stand your ground like with anyone.
Question 7. You see, like I'm doing this little thing here.
7.
All right, here we go. This is a good question actually. Do I pursue a girl who's cancelled on me twice? You know, she could have cancelled on me.
Okay, it depends on the reason for the girl cancelling on you.
What's a substantial reason? Give me 2 substantial reasons.
I mean, it really depends. Like, say she's ill. I don't know. If she's ill 2 times in a row, it's probably, I'm ill, I'm sick. I can't go out. I would start to be like a little bit suspicious if it was 2 times in a row. I'd be like, okay. But at the same time, I'll probably try once more and just see like, okay, is this reason genuine? Just weigh it up, like, you know, are they being a good liar or are they maybe just like...
Not into you.
Yeah, just see, I think.
I think if a girl is truly like sorry for it, she would make an effort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If she really wants to see you, she's gonna...
Contact you
back.
back.
Yeah, she will contact you and say, okay, I can do this day. You know, like, I'm sorry I couldn't make it, but let's do this day instead.
All right, question number 8.
To the ever babysit.
All right, here we go. How frequent, think generally, let's have it, you think generally, worldwide, How frequent do girls...
Oh, we're really going there. We're really going there. These questions are a bit freaky-deaky. They're a bit freaky-deaky. Okay.
We're gonna be some genuine boring questions.
So, for me, even though you're saying generally, but for me, I would say it's like once a week, even though like I'm in a relationship, I still once a week, you know, like that different, you know, I think it's still healthy to do stuff by yourself, even if you are in a relationship, you know, it keeps that fire ignited and that passion burning. But I would say in general, it really depends on the girl. It really, really depends on the girl and like where, like the country that you're in, like how acceptable it is to mass and that kind of thing.
It's
like,
natural, first and foremost. It's natural to like,
it is.
You know.
But it's just culture. Like some countries are like, oh no, it's not.
Some countries.
And you know, but
some religions.
I think that it's very natural and healthy too. But I would say.
So what was your answer?
That
3?
I would say like I'd probably say like.
Twice in a week.
It depends if you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you tend to be a bit more randy and you want it a bit more. But like if you're in a relationship, you're usually being satisfied in that emotional level. So you probably don't need to as much. But I would say, let's say 2-3 times a week if you're not in a relationship. I don't know. I know most guys like every day. But I don't think girls so
some
much
guys
like that.
don't do it though. I knew a guy who just he openly said to me, he was like, I don't like to do it. Like he said, I'd rather have a girl. But then like when he said that to me, I was thinking, wow, so do you just have loads of girls on
like
tap?
One night
like
stands or
no, or do you just have a girl you can call? Like you
or
know?
he'd be one of those like pillow hampers. I know that guys who don't like to masturbate, they just like do pillow hampering.
Nah, that's wrong. I've never
heard
even
of that.
That's disgusting. You're changing your pillow sheet. Oh. Question number 9.
But yeah, it
Here we
really
go.
depends on the girl and the person.
This is a good question actually. Why are girls offended when we look at your chest or bum? It's meant to be a compliment.
See, I think it really depends on who's looking. Like, if you have gone on a date with that person and obviously you got the goodies out for them to look at, you've got them like, you know, you want a bit of this is like, I'm giving you a bit of a taster. And if they're not looking at them, it's like, excuse me, you know, I put them here for your viewing.
So if you was on a date, it would be appropriate for them to look at.
But then if it's like some random guy in the street, it's like, put your eyes back in your head. This is not for you. Like, I didn't get these out for you. Like, and most of the time it's probably not even out. It's probably like, even when I walk down the street with some shorts on that are not even that short, guys literally like looking like, oh my God, like I've never seen skin before. And it's literally just like, come on.
Some men just like really lust over women, like instead of actually pursuing.
I mean,
I think if you went up to a girl confidently, yeah, and was like, you look good in like the way you're dressed today, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Instead of just like,
it is a compliment though, like it is a compliment, but boobs I feel a bit more like if they're staring at your bum, that's like, ooh, my bum looks good today. But like, if they're staring at your boobs, you're like, that's so pervy, like just stop. Like it's a lot more. Or if they're like just staring at your legs, it's like really pervy.
Last question, Big 10. Here we go. Do you girls stare at guys' junk?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, it's one of those things. It's just there. It's just there. Like, I don't intentionally stare, and I think this is like, this applies for the thing. It's like if the boobs are out, like you can't help but just stare. Like it's just where your eyes go.
I mean, no one walks out with,
you know, you shouldn't be looking. So but you know if there's like a bulge and you're like, you shouldn't be looking there, so it makes you want to look more, and you're like, it's not even sometimes a sexual thing, but you're like,
literally, especially guys nowadays with their skinny jeans and the tight tracksuits.
Or no. When guys wear those Speedo shorts, like I literally can't. Like it doesn't look attractive. Like they never look attractive in those little tight cycling shorts and stuff. But you just can't help but look. It's just like there. It's literally like in your eye line, and you're like, I can't help it.
Would you say a girl does it to like check what?
Not really.
What they're working with?
Not really. I mean, if it's like particularly big, you're like, oh, okay, I don't know, what's it?
Oh, don't get it. Is that how flustered you get over it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So is that it, yeah? Nothing else to say?
Yeah, are there any more questions?
No, that's it. That's the 10 questions.
Alright,
guys, that's it today. Obviously, like I said, there's going to be a part 2 where Charlotte asks me all the questions that girls are too afraid to ask boys.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed this video.
Are you ready for that though?
I don't think they are. I'm not even ready for
I'm gonna go wild with these questions.
I bet,
I'm gonna go wild.
I went pretty juicy.
But anyway, guys, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't already though, it's just rude, so just subscribe. And
leave a comment, you know, tell us what you liked about the video and tell us what you probably like to see us do next. But you know what, guys, we appreciate you. We love you.
Love you lots.
Take
See
care.
you soon. Bye.